what do I want to say this evening? Michael, thank you so much. So, when Michael asked me to speak, I was really thinking about, well, okay, if I have a mic and I'm in front of a lot of people in Harlem that I've been trying to get in front of, that I've been harassing on email and with phone calls for some time now, what would I actually say? And then I've just really been present to, I was in Denver, in Investor Stadium, and something happened, Denver was just an amazing opportunity, and an amazing experience. I pushed an 89-year-old man into that stadium. Now, I had some selfish intentions in doing so. One thing was that I didn't have to wait in line. I got to walk straight in. Right? So that was kind of like low and selfish. But he said something to me that I just want to share with you. And it's important what he said because it really sets the context for not only who Harlem4Obama and the excitement and the energy that so many folks around this great nation is feeling around the possibility of an Obama presidency, but, well, let me just tell you what he said. As I was pushing him up the hill and down the valley, right, he turns and he said to me, he says, Mina, I miss this for the world. This was an 89-year-old man who could not walk. He was from Jamaica. He came all the way from Florida to Denver to see Obama. He said he never thought in his lifetime that something like this would happen, right? Then I'm in a bank in Brooklyn, right? Just to really set the context for you, I'm in a bank in Brooklyn on a Saturday morning, and I walk in, and there's a long line, and there's a mother standing there with her 2 kids, right? And the CNN is on, and one of the kids, respectively 6 or 7, he says, "Mommy, I want to be like Obama." Right? Isn't that amazing? Hitting the generation on both ends. So what I wanted to share with you today, I wanted to talk to you about the challenge and the opportunity of leadership in this time and in this era. This is a great moment for America. So one of my favorite people from history is Attila the Hun. And when Attila talks about leadership, he says, committed leaders, those with a lust for leadership and a willingness to serve, are distinguished by their benevolence, their courage, and their integrity. They have a certain commitment to the people and the cause that they serve. Now, perhaps many of us have wondered whether or not we have what it takes to be of such noble distinction. And because so many of us are wondering that, I think it's one of the reasons why we're so excited that a leader is taking the field in the form of Barack Obama. And the possibilities that he brings forth in terms of bridging the generation gap. So that's one of the things that I want to say. So the other thing is, I think I should formally introduce myself. My name is Osiris James. I'm a championship mentality speaker, and I'm also a social entrepreneur. I publish the Harlem Parent magazine. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that. And our most recent venture is the Urban Go Green magazine that we recently launched in Denver. Urban Go Green is really about chronicling the lives of the people, the organizations, and the companies who are sourcing the green movement. I created the publication because I went to a meeting at the UN, and I was in a room, and needless to say, there wasn't any diversity in that room. And well, put it this way, there was only, out of a room of about 200 people, there were 2 people of color in that room. And one of them was a security guard. And so when they started talking about green and sustainability, I thought that it was great, but I really felt that there was an issue here. So all of a sudden my hand went up, and I didn't know what my hand was going up. I didn't even know it was my hand. But when I actually looked up, it was my hand, and I said, well, what does this all mean? What does it mean for someone like me? And that's what got me involved in this conversation. So, Michael told me that I only have 10 minutes, and I don't want to take much time, but I wanted to share that with you. And I also wanted to just thank you all for coming out this evening. It's very important that we're here. It's very important that we let our voice be counted and we take advantage of the vote. And so I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank the folks over at Harlem4Obama. If you've ever had the pleasure, give them a hand. Folks. They deserve it, and they earned it. If you've ever had the pleasure of sitting in on one of those planning meetings, or if you've ever had the pleasure of being in the office of 130th or 132nd and 8th that they just just opened up about a month ago, you understand what I'm talking about. You will actually think that one of them is running for the presidency, right? Because of the level of passion, the intensity, and the commitment that these people share. Some of the most committed people that I've met in Harlem. So they deserve our thanks and acknowledgement for putting this event together and making it happen. I also want to thank a couple of people who are here that are on the bill. That I'm actually honored to be on the bill and have my name mentioned on the email promotion or on a flyer with these people, because these are some of the people that I've looked up to for the last 3 or 4 years. I'm talking about Miss Peggy Shepard. Peggy, are you in the room? And one of the things that I want to say is, I haven't known Miss Shepard long, but I've heard about her, and I was in Denver and I was hearing so much about her. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I made it my business to walk over to her office on 125th Street and introduce myself, and I actually went to a meeting that she was doing. She is doing amazing work. It is very, very important that we know who this woman is and the work, and we are actually supporting the work that she's doing, because she is a champion, a lioness, and she fights for us in terms of taking care of things that many of us aren't thinking about. So please give Peggy Shepard a hand. The other person that I want to thank and acknowledge is Miss Majora Carter, who is another lioness, who is another warrior out there fighting for the cause of this great nation and making sure that our environment is protected, right? Majora is doing amazing work. Green for All. She is actually one of the architects, folks. She'll probably be modest about this. She's one of the architects of the emerging green economy. And it's very, very important that we know who these people are. I created Urban Go Green because I wanted to leverage print and internet media and event marketing to really promote green and sustainability. This publication isn't for me, it's for folks like Peggy Shepard and John Carter. So they're telling me to wind it up right now. But I just want to share with you that our website, our web portal just went live this week. Please go online and join and become a member. Buy a subscription, $13.95. On October 25th, we're going to be having we're going to be relaunching the Urban Go Green Tour and Expo, and I really hope to see you all there. The information is in your bag. So I just want to thank you all again for giving me this opportunity to address you, and I look forward to your support and to supporting you all as we go forward. Obama, ready to go.